When the first handheld calculators were made, I can bet you my last dollar, serious questions were asked about whether it was right to start allowing them in the classroom. After a while, I'm sure institutions realized that some form of adjustment could be made that would allow students to fully maximize their learning experience even with the calculator. Because I guess the worry would have been, if we allow the calculator, are students actually going to learn? But like any other technology, anytime there's an advancement in technology, it's almost inevitable that it disrupts the current status quo. Just like the calculator, when technologies that fix grammar, such as Grammarly and its predecessors, were made, institutions did not want to see them. With time, the people and the institutions realized one critical thing, that what they should focus on instead is how to embrace such emerging technologies and revisit the curricula to get the most of these tools. One of the reasons why the institutions eased into the idea is because they too realized that it was inevitable. In the same light, this episode is going to touch base on one of the topical issues of late, whether AI tools should be fully integrated into tertiary education. Welcome to episode 1 of my podcast, The Conversation. According to TechTarget, artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. So in essence, with artificial intelligence, we are able to simulate what the best of human beings can do, but 1,000 times faster and even better. With tools such as ChatGPT, students can get their essays written for them, math questions worked out for them, and also get concepts explained to them by simply asking. Though these tools have their limitations, their current capabilities have completely revolutionized the way we look at education. With many people having a lot of reservations about whether it is right to be using these tools in education, just like how people had questions when the calculators were made, I strongly believe that we should fully incorporate them and reap the benefits that the AI tools bring to the table. It is extremely important to fully integrate these tools because this is the direction that the world is taking. If schools do not get ahead of this curve and integrate it, they risk the chance of offloading half-baked graduates who are not even fully aware and literate in terms of the latest technologies. Whenever there's been an improvement in technology that eliminates some component that needs to be done by human beings manually, it has given people the ability to focus on other things. For example, when the calculator was introduced, it removed the need to do all minor calculations by hand. And so students started focusing on learning the why in mathematics. So instead of having to focus on what 5 plus 5 is, they started understanding why 5 plus 5 is 10. That is the same way the world works. If institutions still conform and insist on maintaining the conventional curriculums and ways of teaching, the students they produce will only be able to do things that would have already been phased out. Without a doubt, a fact that artificial intelligence tools cannot do everything, at least currently. Teachers in institutions should therefore leverage those loopholes and allow the students to cover those gaps. Let me explain. If I can get an AI tool to work out a math question for me, that's it. But imagine if the assignment is in such a way that I must model something that is unique to my life using the mathematical concepts that I would have learned. It could be an assignment about modeling a function that shows the rate at which maybe potholes in my country are increasing. Also taking into consideration maybe the ones that are also being fixed. This is a kind of assignment that I believe encourages collaboration between the artificial intelligence tools and myself as a learner. And that is the way education should now be remodeled towards. Creating a way in which students and AI tools collaborate to derive more meaning from the aspects around us will ultimately prove to be more beneficial than sticking with the status quo. It is not a secret that artificial intelligence is still a gray area for a lot of people, and there's a lot to be skeptical about. But as I have pointed out in this episode, it is very important that institutions change their attitude towards AI and redesign their curriculums to effectively incorporate it. This will ultimately help students learn better and be more equipped and prepared for the future. Talks around AI have also largely been focused on students, that students are cheating, that students are benefiting, or that students should not be allowed to use these AI tools such as ChatGPT. but the possibilities extend to both the students and the teachers themselves. And it is my hope that the conversation changes from how can we stop cheating to how can we leverage it to enhance student and teachers' experiences. Thank you for joining this episode of The Conversation. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Until next time, this is The Conversation.